Look at these lovebirds.
Isn't that sweet? Booby, so sweet. Stop it.
They're about to crash.
You wouldn't be on Change of Heart if this was going right.
So he had a busty blind date.
She looked like she got milk.
And her date had all the moves.
Rick's a little nerd.
Will they still think it's best to nest?
Regardless how cute his date was, he will never, ever find anybody as wonderful as I.
Or have a change of heart?
Welcome to Change of Heart. Let's meet our couple. Now, these guys, they met at a dance club 7 months ago. He said she was instantly attracted to him, but she said she thought he was a dork. Well, soon, all this he said, she said business led them straight to the bedroom, and they've been doing the mattress mambo ever since. Please give it up for Ayesha and Pro Washington. Good to have you guys here. Pro, tell us what it is that keeps you boogieing with Ayesha.
Well, Ayesha is different. She's very cute, very attractive, real sweet, and she can cook.
And she can cook. And hey, and he likes that. And now, what about you, Ayesha? What keeps you grooving with Pro?
I am really attracted to Pro. See, he's handsome. I mean, just look at him. We have so much fun together. He's funny. And on Valentine's Day, he wrote me a letter telling me that I was his precious gem. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that so sweet?
Now, Pro, not to be too nosy, but how are things in the bedroom?
Well, Ayesha's too horny.
Too horny.
Okay. No. What do you mean? Anywhere, anytime, rain,
okay,
sleet,
that
hail,
brings an
snow.
excitement. That brings
She
an
wants 5
excitement.
times a
Okay,
day.
if I wouldn't need it 5 times a day, if he would just do it right, doing it in different places, it brings more excitement to the scene.
No. It's like candy.
I understand you get too much.
You know,
Ayesha, what about when it comes to Pro, like shelling out the cash for a date or anything like that?
Okay, I feel like I'm being pimped by Pro. Okay, he has spent on the most $15, maybe 20 on me since we've been together.
Wait a minute.
Secondly,
I spend money on her, but I feel that a relationship is 50-50.
Okay, then can I get my part?
You get your part.
What about other things like communication? If you want to get serious, how does he respond?
Well, when I get serious, Pro now gets sleepy. Okay.
Oh, he just tunes it out and goes to sleep.
And if he don't get sleepy, and if he doesn't get sleepy, he'll start cracking jokes or start speaking in Spanish, trying not to talk about it. And I need to know, if he's going to be in my future, I need to know what his views are on marriage, children, things like that. And he never
all the important stuff, Pro. Obviously, this causes some tension, so how does she handle it, though? How does she handle the situation?
She likes to pick fights in public. That's what she like to do. She like to wait until we get it. Like, she'll act like everything's all cool. Then we go to my family house. She'll bring it up. I'm like,
exactly, because I need to know their opinion. I feel very strongly on my point.
They got their own problems.
We communicate. You fall asleep.
Yeah, but you're bringing everybody else into it, though.
Okay, and then he'll do things like bag on me, right? Call me stupid names that no one else finds funny, like moon cricket. Okay, he'll call me a moon cricket or
a moon cricket.
What is a moon cricket?
Don't look at me.
He'll call me Sideshow Isha.
Now, Ayesha, how would you describe Pro's personality?
Pro is a mama's boy.
Is he?
He's the only child, first of all.
Wait, a mama's boy?
Exactly. You need everything your way.
He's all spoiled.
No, I'm the man. I run this.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you thinking this is. That can make me a mama's boy.
You don't run
that makes me a man. That makes me a man.
No, you will be a man when you can get the respect that you deserve. We wouldn't be on Change of Heart if this was going right.
Now, Pro, let me ask you. Pro, let me ask you. How do you hope the show's going to help the relationship?
Well, we pretty much lost the fire. You know what I mean? It's like
poured some water on it.
Yeah. So we're trying to get the fire back.
See if you can rekindle all that spark. And Ayesha, what do you think Pro is going to learn today?
Pro will learn today, regardless how cute his date was, how big her booty is, or how little it may be, or her boob size, he will never, ever find anybody as wonderful as I.
All right, let's see if he finds that out or not. Up next, find out why Pro's date took off her clothes while she was sitting right next to him. We'll get to that next. Stay tuned. and Ayesha. Now, Pro says that Ayesha's got the sexual appetite of George Michael and fights nastier than Mike Tyson. So we set him up with a babe who's as wholesome as Snow White and settles her arguments like Gandhi. Please hand out some loving for Tiffany Johnson. Come on out here, Tiffany. Hi. It's great to meet you. How are you? And you know Pro. Have a seat right here. Now, Ayesha, you said that nobody could compare to you. How do you think Tiffany stands up?
I'll blow her out the water.
So, Tiffany, what about you and Pro? Did you guys hit it off on the first phone call?
Yeah, we talked about 5 times in 2 days. One night we even talked until 4 in the morning, and another time he called me from work when he was on his break.
So there's quite some conversations going on there. Now, Tiffany, we heard Ayesha say that Pro can't carry on a conversation. You guys obviously talked for a long time. Would you agree with that?
No, I just think she needs to learn to compromise maybe because we were able to
Well, it was real nice at first also. It was really nice at first. You need to get 7 months down the line and see how things go.
Now, Tiffany, is it true that you were sort of kind of investigating what he might look like before you met?
Yeah, I heard that he was 5'10" and weighed 148. So I went around and I asked people at school like how much they weighed or how tall they were, and I expected him to be like small.
You couldn't figure it out.
Sickly looking.
Sickly looking. So then you finally met him. What'd you think in person?
I thought he was really cute. And he has beautiful eyes and a pretty I love his nice.
And Ayesha, what about you? How do you rate Pro's lips?
Pro has really, really full lips to where sometimes...
To where you loving them.
I think his lips are so big that like when I try to kiss him, I can only get a little bit of tongue. I can only get a little bit of tongue because his lips are protruding to the point.
She want to kiss. She want to kiss all the time. She want to kiss all the time.
Do it right the first time.
She be singeing my tonsils with her breath. I don't want to kiss all the time.
All right, Pro, what about the fact when you saw Tiffany, was it worth the countless hours that you had spent on the phone prior to meeting her?
Tiffany, she's extremely cute.
Yeah.
She has a lot of class.
But she does not amount to me. I mean, just admit it.
She has a lot of class. You know what I'm saying? She's very well endowed in the chest area, and she dresses nice. You know, and Ayesha doesn't get dressed for me. You know what I'm saying? She wears sweats and t-shirts.
Now, Pro, tell me about the date, because sometimes they can get off to an awkward start. How did things start with you guys?
Oh, nah, we were real comfortable with each other. You know, our first date was more comfortable than my first date with Ayesha.
We've never been on a date.
She has a really warm vibe. Whereas her, you know.
She has a hot vibe.
So you got off to a smooth start, which is good.
Yeah.
Now, Pro, you told Ayesha's always picking fights in public. What about with Tiffany? Any kind of stress there?
Oh, no. Tiffany seems like much too classy.
I mean, it was the first date. Do you expect that?
Now, Pro, anything that wasn't working at this point?
Can you stop commenting?
Trying to get her 2 cents in. Pro, was there anything at all that wasn't working for you?
Well, the only thing was, you know, she was real sweet. We had a nice time, but she wasn't as outgoing as I had hoped. She seemed a little shy.
Far from what you hoped.
I kind of missed Ayesha's silliness.
Oh, Booby. Stop it.
So there was that moment that you missed her a little bit. Now, Tiffany, did you have to hear about that? Was Ayesha's name brought up at all?
Actually, I forgot that he even had a girlfriend. He didn't talk about
How can you forget something like that when you know you're on a date
for
your man doesn't talk about you, what do you want from me?
But, Tiffany, did you learn anything at all about him?
He's a good gentleman, actually. I got in the car and I opened the door for myself and he didn't let me. He made me back up because I opened the car for myself, the car door.
Because he wanted to be really, gentlemanly like. This is a nice touch. Now, Pro, what about sightseeing?
Sure that would be said today, that's all. That's the only reason he did that.
Pro, any interesting sights to see after dinner?
Oh, yes. When we were in the car, and I don't know if she got cold or if the mood was right, but she decided to change right in the passenger seat. So I'm trying to drive and, you know what I'm saying, look, and it was kind of awkward. But
so she's just taking her clothes off while you're driving?
Well, she changed and, you know, It was.
Yeah, that's something put some house on.
Wait a minute, how much did you see? No, I'm worrying about what you saw.
You need to worry about what
I need to, yes I do.
Well, Tiffany, let me ask you this, because we heard Ayesha say that our Pro was complaining about Ayesha being like in overdrive when it came to being in the bedroom. What about with you?
Well, unlike her, I make men work for this.
Well, you didn't make them work to see your body while you was changing in the car.
I don't throw my nanny out there like.
I mean, no. The nanny wasn't thrown. Okay,
hey,
it's
Pro,
like out in the public.
what about the end of the evening? How did things come to an end?
The end of the evening was real nice. We went to the beach. We kind of walked arm in arm. You know, we chatted, whatever. Brought it to a conclusion. And I wanted to be a little more affectionate, but, you know, I didn't want to disrespect her or her. So I decided to just be a gentleman and just, you know.
All right, and one last thing, Pro, I understand you're a rap artist, and you wrote a little something for Tiffany, so we're going to take a listen.
Got a little something for you. It goes, yo, her name's Tiffany, and she's the real. I seen her, I was captivated by her sex appeal. She was exotic, erotic, sophisticated, ladylike. I had to make my move, hoping that she wouldn't play me like a jerk. I greeted her with the smirk, she was fly. Thanks to Change Your Heart, I met a girl to fuel my fire.
There you go. Hang on, because coming up, Ayesha was happy that her date was larger than Pro in a certain area. Find out what that area is next. Pro's date with Tiffany. Now let's meet the stud that we dug up for Ayesha. He says he loves to spend money on his women, knows when to be serious, and in bed he just makes them delirious. Please give it up for Richie Jacobs. Yeah! Hey Richie, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You know Ayesha? How you doing? Have a seat. And Pro, what do you think? Does Richie look like he can handle Ayesha's bedroom appetite?
Nah, he looked like he coming up a little short.
All right, Richie, what about you? What kind of vibe were you getting when you talked to Ayesha on the phone?
Well, first of all, I kind of felt sorry for Pro because we got along real nice on the phone. We really clicked, and I really liked her over the phone.
And Ayesha, what was going through your mind?
What was in my head is that I don't want to make my first impressions off of the phone, but Richie sounded a little nerdy to me, so.
He looks a little nerdy.
Now, what
Would you leave
about
my date alone?
Ayesha? What about the first time you talked to Pro on the phone?
He sound nerdy too.
Oh.
I mean, listen. You weren't at our first conversation, so you would never know.
But you kept conversating. But you've been conversating for 7 months.
Okay, Pro, okay. But he was doing things like talking to his mom in the background, calling her mommy and things. I'm like, is he gay or what? It's like
Now, Ayesha, when you finally met with Richie, I understand you were impressed that he was bigger in a certain area than Pro. Explain that.
Yeah. Well, Richie here is a personal body trainer, right? So, you know what I'm saying? So he has more chest, to where Pro it has more like a bird's chest.
And you got that same chest.
We're not going to talk about how you. I'm not.
Hey, Richie.
Animals.
All right, hold on, Richie. What about you? What were Ayesha's best assets when you met up?
Ayesha's best assets were her beautiful smile and her nice little round, soft bubble butt.
And Pro, what about you? I mean, you were busting on her body a little bit. You happy with it, though, overall?
She ain't got that much butt.
Yeah, right. That ain't what you say in the bedroom.
But I need something to lay my head on, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get it. I'm liable to get a crick all in here.
Lay your hands in between her cleavage.
So, Ayesha, you're hanging out with Richie. Did Richie get to meet your family?
Yes, he met my mother. He was really polite, so everything went down really, really smooth. Pro met my mother on a really bad start off.
Nah.
Hey,
I love her,
the first time they met, we were having sex.
Well. Now, Richie, I know you were impressed with her physically. What about beneath the surface? Were you as equally impressed?
Yes, I was. She was very ambitious and goal-oriented. She had a lot of things that she wanted to do.
She don't have no ambition.
I have ambition, and you know I have ambition.
You don't have no ambition.
Because if I had no ambition and no talent, then you wouldn't try to push me to do what I want to do.
I've been telling her to go to school, go somewhere for the longest. She won't go to school.
But I'm gonna go.
She can dance. She can dance. But
I can dance.
She dance in the living room. What is that going to do for her?
Now, Ayesha, for the date, I understand you guys went to some sort of medieval knight in shining armor type thing. Would Pro have ever gone to something like that?
Yeah, he would have went, of course, because I asked him to, maybe. But I don't think I would have had as much fun with Pro as I did with Richie, because Richie is silly like I am. I get up and scream and shout and holler, and you know.
We were dancing.
You know what?
Dancing up on this. Can I say something?
What's that, Richie?
One thing that I thought was really cool about the night is the red and yellow knight, who's one of the knights in the show. He actually knighted her, and she stood up in front of everybody, took off the little ribbon, put the ribbon back on.
So she was the chosen one of the night. Absolutely. Nice touch. Now, Ayesha, you said you feel like Pro uses you for the money. Did you get a sense of like that from Richie?
Not in the least bit. Richie told me don't even worry about money. So I took that as, I mean, I didn't act on it, but I took that as, okay, I need my toes, my nails, my hair. I want to do this and this and that. How about we go to the moon, you know? So
you get the whole list going there at that point. Ayesha, sounds like everything's like fairy tale perfect up to this point, including you being knighted. Anything that you weren't liking, though, about Richie?
Well, Richie acts kind of white. I need somebody.
What do you mean he acts white?
Educated.
Hey there, Richie.
That's just my opinion, okay? To the next person, it could be totally different. In my opinion, he just acts white. I need someone that acts a little bit more African American, a little bit more dominant.
How you act? Okay.
Yeah. Now, Richie, I understand. Even though, despite that fact, that you had an encore performance, is that right?
Oh yeah. What we did was we went out again and we got to know each other a little bit better. We went down the beach and held hands and talked a little bit. It was really nice.
Held his hand?
She undressed in front of you?
That's not the issue.
That is the issue. This is the issue here at hand.
Okay.
Now, Richie, what about the fact while you were hanging out with Ayesha, did you get a little insight about their relationship, her and Pro?
Yeah, see, one thing that I got is I don't think he respects her enough. I really don't think he does. I don't think he knows how to treat her like the queen that she is, and that's something I know I definitely could do.
That's a good point.
All right, Ayesha, sum everything up for us. How were these dates overall that you had with Richie?
They were perfect. I had a wonderful time. It was the best date that I've ever been on.
But she don't want you.
Richie made me feel very special and wanted and appreciated.
And it's over now.
So that was all good, I guess. Now the date was so nice you had to do it twice, but we're going to find out which way she rolls the dice when we come back. Ayesha and Pro's final decision. Now, Pro came here today hoping he could relight the fire in this relationship. Ayesha, on the other hand, wanted him to see that there's no one out there better for him than she is. So, let's get your decisions first. Ayesha, we're going to start with you. You guys have been together for about 7 months now, but like you said, some of the romances died down, the fire has burned out a little bit. We sent you out with Richie. You had 2 dates, as a matter of fact, and you said they were the best you ever had. So, what's your decision?
My decision is this. I feel like Richie treated me like a queen on my date. I felt so good and wanted. Okay? And I feel like Pro should have learned what it is like now to treat me and how I want to be treated. And I feel as though, listen, I feel as though he will treat me that way. So I am going to stay together.
Stay together. Richie, sorry things didn't work out for you. Well, your decision now. Ayesha wants to stay together, but obviously you went out with Tiffany. You had a really good date with her. You busted a little rap for her right here on the stage. What is your decision, sir?
Well, Tiffany really got the fire going. But I want to try to get that fire with Ayesha, so honestly.
He says stay together. Tiffany, sorry things didn't work out for you. Well, hopefully by you guys coming on the show, you know that fire is still going to burn brightly. Congratulations. That is our show for today. Thanks to Tiffany and Richie. And good luck to Ayesha and Pro. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart.